Hey Houseguest, welcome to today's BB Can 6 updates and spoilers. Our Houseguest of the day is Terrence Lassiter. Terrence, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And if you guys want to be Houseguest of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Yes, I am sitting on a pile of Snuggies. That's why there are so many layers. So sorry if this set looks like crap, but like that's just what we're working with right now. Alright, moving on. When we left off yesterday, Houseguests were on a never-ending outdoor lockdown. Ryan and Johnny were chatting forever in the tree hallway, and presumably everybody else was sleeping in the backyard, and that's why they were only showing us Ryan and Johnny. So then the feeds went down completely at 5:15 p.m., and we caught a very quick glimpse of two production dudes in the Have-Not catacombs. So they were waiting around in the moat, and the tomb was all lit up. What? So is that like coming into play soon? What's in there? Is it some ghost bitch? I don't know, but like, I don't know if it's a twist or if it had something to do with their tasks yesterday, which we're going to talk about in a second, or what? Can you, like, are they going to do another twist? I feel like they're running out of time. If it is a twist, I feel like it's not like a bring someone back situation or keep somebody, like a blank week kind of thing, you know, where like nobody would get evicted, because I feel like there's not enough time for that. But I could see it being like some sort of butt veto or like special powers veto or something. Like, what else could it be? I don't know, but leave your theories in the comments. A lot of you guys were like, I hope Erica comes out of the tomb. Erica's already at home. All right, so anyway, the feeds were down all night. We got one more little blip around 3 a.m. Allie was tucking somebody else into bed, if you can call it that, in the Have-Not room, and that was it. So then the feeds came back around 9:30 a.m. this morning, and it turns out they had another big booze up last night. It sounds like there were multiple tasks throughout the day, one for Will and one for like everybody else, I guess. Maybe like some sort of Newfoundland themed task / party. They were talking about making some like, what's it called, like Screecher or something? I don't know, some moonshine stuff, like really crazy strong alcohol, and like something where you have to like kiss a fish. I don't know. I don't live in Newfoundland. There was also lots of music at this party. The Houseguests were all commenting on the beautiful voices of Kayla and Olivia. Apparently they're like a combination of Fergie and Jesus. I don't know, but they also had a guitar. What the hell? So I don't know what that was all about, but Big Brother even cleaned up their mess after, because it sounds like they like spilled a bunch of chips in the back or something, and it was disgusting, but whatever. So today, it was a slow start because a lot of them were hungover and tired, but then there was quite a bit of game chat throughout the day. So Paris was thinking out loud in the white bedroom. She's going through various options for a potential triple eviction. So she says there's no way that she would put up Maddie or Will if she won HOH during a triple. And she would prefer to keep Ryan off the block as well, because she's not going to take any crap, okay? She doesn't want to put up any of her own numbers. She's done with that. So it sounds like she's finally decided it's time to take out Dayla. She wants to make a big move to put on her resume. She's also afraid that they could potentially win out the rest of the season, like Jillian and Emmett, and just trade off HOHs week after week. That's scary. So she's like, no, enough is enough. I gotta get rid of them, even though I've been working with them, sort of, since the very beginning. So at the same time, she's a little bit nervous, or a lot nervous, that Derek or Kayla could potentially win the next veto and then come back and target her the following week. So she's like, I guess I just have to do it anyway, you know? I'm not going to win this game by playing scared, so gotta do what I gotta do. So she's thinking maybe put them up on the block with Allie, and if somebody comes down, Liv would be the replacement. Okay. Again, she feels like it's finally time to stop throwing competition. She's got to step up and take out Dayla. Imagine if Paris really was like this freaking comp beast and she's been throwing these things the whole time. It'd be crazy. So then Allie and Liv were chatting on the couches upstairs, and Allie's like, all right, I got some info here. She shares that Kayla spilled some stuff last night, like information, not drinks, when she was tipsy. She said, she said that Kayla said, Derek is getting really close to Will. But she wants to go to the end with Allie and Liv. So they need to like figure something out there. So Allie's like, well, I guess we're gonna have to get rid of Will sooner rather than later to make sure that that happens. So put that information in your back pocket for later. So then they're talking about Johnny, and they really want to keep him, but it's not looking good for Johnny. They don't want to stick their necks out too far if it's a lost cause. They have been, you know, pushing Will and Paris to potentially flip their votes, but it doesn't seem like it's really working. And he needs 4 votes to stay this week. So they're trying to figure out how could we possibly pull this off and keep Johnny. So they're like, well, we could tell Dayla that Ryan is targeting them, but that Johnny is targeting us. But then how would they explain voting to keep Johnny? What are they going to say? Like, we're more worried about your games than our own, so we're going to keep Johnny. That doesn't make sense. So they're still trying to figure it out. So then Kayla joins them after a while, starts chatting with them, and Allie's like, do you remember our conversation last night? And Kayla's like, you mean the one when I was talking about Paris? And Allie's like, Apparently they're exchanging some information about Paris last night. They talked about how she's fishing for info, trying to figure out if Dayla has a Final Four deal with Allie and Liv. And they feel like Paris is trying to drive a wedge between the two duos. Kayla also points out that Paris is trying to set herself up to be the third in each group in the house. So you got like Kayla and Derek, third. Allie and Liv, third. And then Will and Maddie, third. And then she's also really close to Ryan on the side. So she's got like everybody wrapped around her finger somewhat. And she compares it to Paul's game from Big Brother 19. I see what she's saying in that Paul is trying to be like that third person in each group, but other than that, I don't really see the similarities in their games because that Paul messed with something else. But anyway, Allie says Paris has to go. And Kayla agrees. She says if Paris gets to the final 5, she's just going to make it to the final 2. Everybody's going to bring her there because they think they can beat her. So she's got to go. Does she really feel that way? I don't know. So Kayla also says, I've got to be careful with Will because Derek is getting way too close to him. And Allie's like, oh yeah, Derek's probably afraid to be in a house with all girls because he thinks we're just going to like vote him out. They probably would. Yeah, they're worried about that little bromance there. So again, does Kayla really feel this way? She probably should because Will would absolutely keep Derek over Kayla. 100%. I don't know what Derek would do if he had to decide between Kayla and Will, but Will would definitely keep Derek over Kayla. So then Allie is like, you know what? I'm going to try to campaign for Johnny a little bit here. Why not? I'm feeling good about this conversation. So she drops the whole, Ryan is targeting you guys, Johnny's coming after us, and Kayla's like, yeah, that lines up with what Johnny told me, but she feels that Johnny would be harder to take out later on. He's so good at competitions and he's so likable. When are they going to have this chance again? You know, especially with the numbers dwindling, everyone's going to be playing in the Power Veto competition soon, so it's going to be tough to take him out. So then they talk about next week, and Kayla says that they need to split up the trio of Maddie, Paris, and Will. Of course she's going to say that when she's talking to Allie and Liv. There aren't any other people to target besides, like, Ryan or Derek. So, yeah, she's going to say, oh, we need to go after the trio. But again, does she really feel this way? Allie's happy to hear it, though. She's like, as much as I can't stand Maddie, Paris and Will have to go first because they are the stronger members of that trio. All right, so then Johnny was trying to work some magic, make things happen for himself. He was talking to Will, and he's like, Will, you may be all buddy-buddy with Derek right now, but don't forget, Dayla has deals with everyone. I know for a fact they are working with Allie and Liv. So Will's like, oh, I wish Allie and Liv would come in here and just tell me if they have something with Dayla. He says that would make his decision so much easier. Sure, they'll just tell you everything about their games so that you can decide what's best for you. So he asks Johnny, are Allie and Liv on board with keeping you? And Johnny says, yes, but if I stay, I don't want to work with them. Nice cover. So then Broken Record Will says that he's worried that Dayla's going to target him if he decides to keep Johnny this week. So Johnny says no, they're going to target other people first, and things change so quickly in this game. Yes, they've been in power for the last 2 weeks, but they might not be in power next week, so you might not even have to worry about that. So then Will decides to bring Allie into the discussion because he wants to know what she's got going on with Dayla. So Will's like, is Dayla just bullshitting everyone, or like, are they loyal to me? So Allie says, honestly, Liv and I have not really talked about anything past the triple with Dayla. That's a lie. She says she is pretty much expecting Dayla to take a shot at them in the triple if they're at the HOH, and they're planning to do the same. This is not good for Johnny right now because Will wants to hear that Allie and Liv have something with Dayla, because then he can be like, oh, I can't trust them. But this is not really doing Johnny any favors. I don't blame Allie for not, like, spilling everything, of course, because she's got to look out for herself, but it's definitely not helping Johnny out. So Johnny's like, is that your truth, though, Allie? Cough, cough. That makes Will less likely to vote for me to stay, and he actually does say that. And Allie says, well, Dayla has been making us feel quite comfortable. Way to change that tune, Allie. So Allie says she wants Johnny to stay, and Will says that he does too. But, again, he's afraid that he's going to become a target. So, I mean, they talk about the same stuff over and over again, and then Johnny and Will were alone, and Johnny is asking Will, can you really trust Dayla? She just put you up last week. She could very easily do it again. Don't just let them win, okay? Don't let them have their way. And Johnny confirms to Will after he asked him, like, yes, you would be my number one if I stay. Okay, so then Will talks to Paris, and it seems like Will is shook at this point. It seems like there's a lot of doubt surrounding his budding whatever with Dayla. And he's starting to question, can we really trust them? And he's thinking about maybe keeping Johnny. So Will tells Paris, I'm really nervous that Dayla is just playing us. And Paris is like, wait a second. Johnny is just telling you all this stuff because he's on the block, He may have been holding on to this information for a long time, and now he's just telling us. Come on. He's saying it because he's on the block. And then she's telling Will, we can take Dayla out in the triple. Just chill, we can do it. And Will's like, oh, but Johnny said that he would take out Dayla and we'll be his 2 number ones. Do you realize, like, how the number one works? There's only one. So then Paris says, well, if Johnny stays, he'll make it to the final 2. Like, even if he does take out Dayla, we're not going to be able to beat him in competitions. And Will says, I'll take him out when the time comes. I'm not afraid of him. I can beat him. How many competitions have you won? And how many has Johnny won? Come on. So then Paris is trying to steer him back to wanting Johnny out. And then Maddie and Paris were chatting in the white bedroom. Is Maddie waffling now too? Oh my god, they can never just like make a decision. And I'm not saying that I want Johnny to stay or go, but it's just like very frustrating to watch the back and forth all the time. So Maddie is saying again, Johnny could take out Dayla for us, and Paris comes back with her, we can't beat Johnny. So, I don't know, is Maddie just freaking out because of her earlier conversation with Ryan? Ryan was very straightforward with her and let her know, if I win HOH during the triple, I'm putting you up. But he tells her, you'll be safe, I'm not going to disclose who I would put up next to you. But he implies that it would be one of the duos. He doesn't say Dayla or Liv and Allie, but he's like, you would be safe. Don't worry about it. And, like, you would have Will and Paris voting to keep you. And if there was, like, some tiebreaker or whatever, I would keep you. She was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then, it's, like, really freaking her out. So, anyway, then Johnny was campaigning to Maddie. and he's telling her, you wouldn't touch the block if I win HOH. And he says he's not working with Allie and Liv anymore, and he says it would be sweet revenge to take them out. And Maddie's all like, I truly have not made up my mind yet. Blah, 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 blah. I can't. So then Paris and Will go up to the HOH room to make sure that they're good with Dayla and to see, like, what else you guys got going on. So they ask, are you also promising Allie and Liv Final Four? And Derek and Kayla are denying it as they planned. They're like, no freaking way. We want to go to the end with people that we would like to see win if we don't. So it's like a total schmooze fest back and forth. It seems like they are reeling Will back in. And Paris has not budged. She wants Ryan to stay and for Johnny to go this week. So anyway, there's 2 days left until the eviction. I think we can expect a lot more waffling. Hope you've got your syrup ready. And as of right now, Johnny is going. Ugh. So I don't know if he's going to be able to pull anything out. You know, it's not looking good, but things can change very quickly, as we've seen. So you never know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.